The move of Toprak Razgatlioglu to MotoGP in 2026 continues to generate major intrigue, and now a striking claim has emerged from one of the riders who knows him best. According to Nicolo Bulega, Toprak may not find it difficult at all to fight for podium finishes once he steps into the Premier class, provided Yamaha deliver a competitive package. Razgatlioglu and Bulega were locked in an intense title battle throughout the WorldSBK 2025 season, pushing each other to the limit until the very final round. Their rivalry was one of the defining narratives of the year, showcasing not only raw speed, but also mental resilience, racecraft and adaptability under pressure. It was this very duel that firmly placed both riders on the radar of MotoGP manufacturers for 2026. Ultimately, their paths diverged. Toprak accepted Yamaha's offer, securing a full-time race seat with Pramac Yamaha, marking a long-anticipated transition to MotoGP machinery. Bulega, meanwhile, was recruited by Ducati, though his role for 2026 will be as a MotoGP test rider, rather than an immediate race contender. As a rider who has gone wheel-to-wheel with Razgatlioglu all season, Bulega's assessment carries significant weight. Reflecting on their 2025 campaign, the Italian acknowledged just how high the level was between them. 2025 was a very good year with several great races, Bulega explained. We were always fighting together. He admitted that there was a phase mid-season where Toprak gained the upper hand, forcing Bulega onto the defensive. In the middle of the year, I struggled to react to Toprak, but we recovered very well. Despite ultimately missing out on the championship, Bulega viewed the season as a valuable learning experience rather than a failure. He pointed to a crucial setback at Assen, which proved costly in the title fight, while also highlighting how fine the margins were at that level. Unfortunately, we had a small setback at Assen that put the championship at risk, but things like that can happen in racing. Bulega also took responsibility for his own mistakes, notably a tyre choice error during the Superpole race at Balaton, underlining the importance of decision-making as much as outright pace. The only mistake I made was choosing the wrong tyre in Balaton. In the end, it was still a good season because even when things didn't go well, we finished second. This balanced self-criticism adds further credibility to his assessment of Razgatlioglu's MotoGP prospects. According to Bulega, the Turkish rider's success in 2026 will depend less on adaptation and more on machinery. A lot will depend on how Yamaha perform. He pointed to Fabio Quartararo as a clear reference point, a proven MotoGP champion who has nonetheless struggled in recent seasons due to Yamaha's technical limitations. We have seen Quartararo, who I think is very strong, having difficulties. However, Bulega made it clear that if Yamaha provide Razgatlioglu with a genuinely competitive bike, his talent will do the rest. Toprak has impressive talent, and if Yamaha give him a competitive bike, he will not struggle to be at the front in MotoGP either. This statement reinforces the growing belief within the paddock that Razgatlioglu's riding style, aggressive on the brakes, precise in race situations and mentally unshakable, could translate effectively to MotoGP, particularly if Yamaha's 2026 technical direction proves successful. While Toprak prepares for one of the biggest challenges of his career, Bulega faces a different but equally demanding task. As Ducati's test rider, the Italian will play a crucial role in shaping the MotoGP 2027 machine, balancing development duties with adaptation to multiple bikes. I will be busy with a new bike that requires a lot of work. We know there will be some problems. His schedule will be relentless, involving continuous testing and feedback loops, often switching between current and future spec machinery. I will also be testing the new MotoGP 2027 bike, so I will always be on track. Rather than viewing this as a burden, Bulega embraces the opportunity, seeing it as a vital step towards becoming a future Ducati reference rider. But I'm happy, This is what I like and I don't mind. He concluded by stressing the importance of adaptability, a skill that increasingly defines success in modern MotoGP. I have to be good at adapting from one bike to another. It will require great adaptability. As MotoGP prepares for a transformative 2026 season, the contrasting journeys of Razgatlioglu and Bulega underline how talent can take different routes to the top. One is stepping directly into the spotlight with Yamaha, while the other works behind the scenes with Ducati. Yet both remain central figures in the sport's evolving future, and if Bulega's words prove accurate, Toprak Razgatlioglu may not take long to make headlines on MotoGP podiums. Beyond the immediate expectations, Razgatlioglu's arrival in MotoGP also represents a broader strategic gamble by Yamaha. The Japanese manufacturer has clearly identified his WorldSBK success as proof of elite-level adaptability, particularly his exceptional braking control and race intelligence. These traits are often decisive in MotoGP battles, where overtaking opportunities are limited and precision under extreme pressure separates contenders from midfield runners. Another key factor will be how quickly Toprak adjusts to MotoGP tyres and electronics. Unlike WorldSBK, where riders can rely more on mechanical grip and familiar production-based characteristics, MotoGP demands mastery of complex ride height devices, launch systems, and tyre management strategies over race distance. Yamaha insiders believe Razgatlioglu's analytical riding style could accelerate this learning curve, especially within Pramac's data-rich satellite structure. The choice of Pramac Yamaha as his landing spot may also prove crucial. As a satellite team with factory backing, Pramac offers Toprak a slightly less intense spotlight than a full factory seat, while still granting access to cutting-edge development. This environment could allow him to build confidence gradually, focusing on consistency rather than immediate results, which often defines successful rookie seasons. From a championship perspective, Razgatlioglu's presence adds a new layer of unpredictability to the MotoGP grid. His aggressive yet calculated approach contrasts sharply with the smoother styles traditionally associated with Yamaha riders. If the bike allows it, his willingness to attack under braking could disrupt established race patterns, forcing rivals to rethink defensive strategies, particularly on tight stop-start circuits. The 2025 MotoGP season comes to a close with intensity still echoing through the paddock, as dominance gives way to real competition. Ducati may finish on top, but the warning signs are clear. Goodbye 2025, welcome to 2026, where the fight promises to be closer, fiercer, and more unpredictable than ever.